Is the definition of a man is mainly based on his ability to provide and protect? Or is there more to it than that?
What are you doing, Sparrow?
The past couple of days, I have covered the interview with Monique instinctively. Instinctively, is that even a bloody word? Anyway, so then you have D.R. Hughley. His main proponent was to be able to try to throw shots and digs at Monique's husband, Sidney, for the sole reason that Monique is the breadwinner, and therefore he called them a dependent. You know, she she claimed them on her taxes, which is the only reason why that he loved her, or pretending to love her, stuff like that, right?
You know what I'd never do? I would never let my woman take care of me. I would never let my woman get evicted from her apartment. I would never let my woman have to ask another man for money. I'd never do that. Can your old man say the same? He loves you. Of course he gotta say that. You claim him on your taxes. He's a dependent. He's sitting there with you right now. And everything. Because it ain't like he does anything else.
So, as I'm posting these video clips and all that stuff, and I came across a whole bunch of people that pretty much agree with D.R. Hughley when it comes to a man's ability to provide for his woman, and a man who cannot do that, or, you know, his woman is a breadwinner, is somehow a degenerate, or someone that is not really a man at all.
You should never date a woman that makes more money than you. Dating a woman that makes more money than you, you're setting yourself up to be treated pretty bad. Women don't respect men that they're doing better than. A woman's respect and your resources, how you're able to provide, tend to go hand in hand. She can only respect you for so long if she's the breadwinner of the family, if she's paying the bills. You're gonna start being disrespected. She's gonna start talking to you like less of a man. So this is why you need to have a lot of sense of urgency as a man to improve your resources. Not to lead with your resources, but to improve your resources so the women that already like you respect you. Because if you're dealing with a woman that makes more money than you, that relationship is gonna be toxic. You're never gonna get no respect. You would never get the full woman because she thinks she's better than you.
I have to actually state my position on the matter. If you take a woman like Monique, for example, or any woman, for instance, that actually are high earners, such as they are, let's say, a doctor or a CEO of a company or somebody like a star, right, that makes millions of dollars. What are the probability of that woman to find a man in her caliber in the same tax bracket? It's pretty hard, right? Because the more a woman make, then the more her dating pool shrink when it comes to finding a man in the same tax bracket as her. Would we agree to that at least? Correct? Which is, I think that's what the red pills tend to say. That's why they would say, like, it is better to get a woman that work at McDonald's than a woman that makes more money than you, because then she cannot respect you. What should these women who actually make some millions of dollars, who actually makes a lot of money, what should they do then? Should they remain single? And then you would be the same type of individual who would get on Beyonce's internet to talk about these women. They are too high. They need to lower their standard. Remember this chick when she was talking about like she would not date a bus driver?
Would you date a bus driver? Would you date
if he owns the bus? If he owns it. If he owns the bus.
And the internet racked on this chick. They were like dissing her. They were saying like how much she's a freaking gold digger, how much she just like, she's delusional, and so on and so forth and on and on.
This is the same bitch that says she's too good to date a bus driver, but you're not too good to be a single mom. How fucking sad. Like, just think about it. Facts. You're too good to have a man in the house because of his occupation. Even though you a boss bitch, you got all this money. So that really shouldn't even be an issue. If money not an issue, right? So he could be the best dad in the fucking world, but you make a little more money. But you're too good for that. You rather your kid suffer and grow up without a fucking father, not even have a chance at one. You're choosing to remove the father from him for your own selfish reason.
But then you have a woman like Monique who doesn't care about how much her husbands make, as she doesn't mind being the breadwinner. And
I knew I was getting somebody I could trust because I just needed somebody that I could just trust. Like my brother stole from him. I just needed somebody that I could just trust, and I didn't want to keep on having randoms. Right. Because that gets old after a while. You know what I'm saying? Yes, you're trying to fill the void. Right. And men go through that as well as women. You just get tired of it. So I knew I could trust him, but I didn't know he was the king that he was, Shannon. I didn't know that I would be raised. And there are women that have a problem with me saying that, and I will not back down from it. I did not know that man would take me from a 15-year-old mentality. Even though I'm a star, I'm famous, I got a few dollars in my bank account, but still had that little girl mentality. You can't correct me, you can't say nothing to me, you can't check me, you can't do none of that. Still had that way. that man was able to shut all of that down.
She also respect him, admire him, adore him, and you guys have a problem with that.
If your wife makes more money than you, these 3 things will happen. Number 1, she will size you up and belittle you. She gonna look at you like you ain't shit, and she gonna tell you you ain't shit. Number 2, you won't be able to make decisions. Your wife makes more money than you. She's the breadwinner. Why does she care what you think about the finances? Number 3, she will look to upgrade. Just like you wanna upgrade your phone, you wanna update your phone, your wife gonna update her husband. No cap. If you wanna see what type of relationship you have, click the link in my bio for my ebook. It's gonna help you out and see where you stand in your relationship. No cap.
What do you want these high earners women to do? What do you want them to do? Not get with anybody at all because they're successful? Or any man who actually get with them supposed to feel like sorry for himself? Supposed to feel emasculated because his woman's making more money than him?
It's time for you to head upstairs, take a shower, and get ready to eat some pussy.
I don't want you no pussy.
Did I ask you what the fuck you wanted to do? No, the fuck I did not. Now go upstairs, take a shower, and get ready to eat some pussy. Like the fuck I said.
If does your ability to feel like a man is mainly has to do with your ability to provide for your woman, to be the provider and the protector from a financial standpoint. What about other aspect in life that is not measurable, that it cannot be quantified?
Became the breadwinner in my situation, but also too, like when I was in law school, my husband had our kids. Like, you know what I'm saying? When I was in the library studying 16 hours a day with a newborn baby at home, he had them babies. It's what the woman see as value, right? That was more valuable to me than him bringing in money, paying all the bills and anything. Sure. Women have to also understand, like, just because that man is doing something different than what, you know, you would expect, that's still value that's brought into your household. Because, you know, we say as women, we can have it all, right? Yeah. But really, truthfully, we can't have it all without a support team. That's a fact. So when I did whatever I did, I came home, he's still a man of the house. You know, I'm going to ask him, like, we're going to make decisions together. I'm never going to negate that, you know? But at the end of the day, it's about the individual, right? For me, I was intentional about not disrespecting that. It's a team effort. And a lot of times we go into our relationships thinking it's me against you, when it's us against the world. So while you in war at your mind, like, damn, my girl paying the bills, she doing this, she doing that, but you're creating an opportunity for me to do, we can do this together.
But another thing, here's what you guys don't understand, right? Sometimes sacrifices take so many shapes and form, right? Let's say that, okay, Monique's husband, Sydney, yeah, he could actually have a career, perhaps, you know, doing management elsewhere, whatever the case may be, whatever else he's doing, right? And there's someone else managing Monique. How many artists struggling the fact that their management are screwing them over? How many of that happen? So then therefore, it's bad for him to take a backseat on his career to manage the brand that his wife is providing for, and then to make sure that they're okay.
In many cases, or in lots of cases, the woman makes more money than the man. I've been happily married for 26 years to Demetrius Richardson. As I said, Grandma B planted the seed in my life, and Demetrius Richardson surely has watered it. But it's no secret that for the great majority of our relationship, I have been the breadwinner. But for me, that doesn't mean anything, because his love, his courage, his protection, his caring for me and our children, that is the way that I've been able to make money. Without him doing the things that he has done, I wouldn't be able to make our money. It is our money. So,
and a lot of time when guys find themselves in this situation where whether they lose a job, whether they, you know, something happened to them, and then they feel so emasculated, then they start fighting, they start shit with that woman. They start shit with their woman.
Going through it, man. I was really going through it, right? Okay. And it wasn't going well for me. Mm-hmm. My wife told my daughters, and she'll tell you this, don't ask your father for nothing, he's really going through it. I said, don't you ever tell my daughters and my children they can't ask me for anything. Don't you make that presumption. That ain't yours to make. If they need something, I'll find a way to get it to them. You don't get to decide what it is that's too much for me, because I'm a fucking man. Now, whatever that means to you, or whatever problem you have with that, I cannot understand a man that lets a woman take care of him. Whatever that makes me is what it is. And women cannot inherently respect you.
Yeah. Also my very interesting, because Mr. D.L. Hughley pride himself of being that provider and that well, technically he's not really a protector, but that's another story. However, he also tells a story about his dad sacrificing, doing a whole bunch of stuff for his mother, for his family, but yet his mother could not respect his dad.
Yeah. My father died, and the way that my mother treated my father, I go to see my mother in January of this year. My mother is at a hospital in a rich white area, in a bed by herself. My father died and left her everything. She has her bills paid off. She has money in the bank that they never would have had. And the way she treated him makes me not be able to see her.
Yeah.
Now that isn't. It makes me
go through the same thing. Right
it makes me see her.
Yeah.
I don't want to be angry with you, but I watched this man give you everything, and you didn't. Or for my estimation, I will never see you. And then you cried when he died, and it was so insulting to me. I can't reconcile it in my mind.
Yeah, I don't even call it.
And as you just heard from Mr. D.L. Hughley, Mr. D.L. Hughley just explained to you how his father provided everything for his mother, everything. But yet, there was no respect. There was no respect. So for you guys, children or grown adult that actually take pride in being a provider and a protector, I get it. I take pride in that as well. But you have to understand. You have to understand that at the end of the day, money doesn't buy respect. Money doesn't buy respect. So if you're gonna rely on your money to be the head of the household, to have respect in the household, you are sorely mistaken. But at the end of the day, respect comes from two places: fear and admiration. And if you don't have the two, if you think you can only use your money to actually make your woman afraid of leaving you, afraid of being destitute without you, then you don't have respect. All you have is leverage. And that's two different things. But anyway, I'm your host, Da Haitian. So share, like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.
Depends on the guy.
If you were earning more money than your partner,
Depends on the guy.
all right, did that create a problem for you or him?
No, but I have heard this is a thing. A few of my friends have been with somebody and they earn less. It goes back to ego, doesn't it? Men just think they should earn more and do more. But I don't think it's not always a problem. It depends on the guy.
You personally, would you like to be kind of like looked after?
No, I like to look after myself because I think for your own mental health, if you rely on somebody else, you're just going to be fucked at some point.
Female empowerment image.
It's great. Wasn't that amazing?
Yeah.
Did you get in there and make Mama a sandwich?
Okay.
You ain't been answering my calls. I got that new Apple Vision Pro on the way for you. Express shipping. But you gotta bring on out them whips and chains. I'm trying to take you down. Oh, I wanna lick on my sugar, baby. I want a piece of that meat. I'm a freaky lady. Go down on me, baby. Yeah, I'm pretty tasty. Yeah, he 28, Shane. He don't eat no pussy. But wait a minute.